Prior to ever getting married, I was certain I would leave if he ever cheated, and then he did, and I stayed. Before you're in that situation yourself, it's easy to place judgment on others and say what you think you'd do. The pain was excruciating, but there was just too much on the line for me to throw in the towel. My parents had gotten divorced when I was younger, and I didn't want to put my kids through that. Plus, I still loved him, and I desperately wanted to believe he wouldn't do it again. I wasn't ready to give up the family that we had created together. We went to counseling, and I started to heal. I do believe that marriages can survive infidelity. That being said, cheat on me once, shame on you. Cheat on me over and over, well, then it's time to go. And I did.
So it was basically, she was married to this bad boy who cheated on her not once, not twice, but several times over. And she still loved him. She still wanted to make it work. She didn't want to break up the family. I mean, there's so many... says so many things in this very short clip here, but and she desperately wanted to believe that he wouldn't do it again, even though he continued to do it over and over and over. I mean, this just really tells me that she rejected a bunch of nice guys that she could have married, and she married the bad guy, right? I mean, even her, that kind of looks like she's just like a librarian almost, right? And that she would not date a guy like that. You would be surprised. A lot of these women who are, who look like her, just can't get enough of the bad boys either. Just the guys that do them wrong, the guys who act out every opportunity they get, cheat every opportunity they get, sneak around every opportunity they get. And women like herself will constantly forgive that guy and take him back over and over and over. Whereas if it was the Brad who did this to her, right? Mr. Beta Provider, if he tried to pull this stuff, no, you're out of here. You're history. And then she would demolish you in divorce court. She would try to take all your money, your cars, your homes, make sure you're miserable. She would get toxic on you. Yeah, it's really crazy how so many of these women have this duplicitous personality, right? They have like this split personality where, they have these rules for Chad. I mean, they have these rules for Brad, but not for Chad, right? It's like they hold the Brad, the guy who actually wants to treat them well, the guy who actually doesn't do anything to hurt women. They hold him to this impossible standard, while the Chad, who really goes out of his way to abuse women and take advantage of him, he's not held to any standard. He could get away with murder. Okay? So yeah, it's always funny when I hear these women talk out about, like, because I get beyond the facade of, oh my gosh, my husband was cheating. I go a little bit deeper down that rabbit hole and ask the important questions. Why? Why was he cheating? Who was this guy? Why did you marry this guy? Did you not have any nice guys that you met along the way before you met this cheating jerk? Did you not have any, any dudes that were chivalrous that came along before you met this dude that, wouldn't have done this to you? Of course you did. Of course she did, right? But she rejected those guys. I will tell you right now. Plenty of those dudes that are sitting in her friend zone are probably laughing their asses off now that they're much older. Like, yep, that chick rejected me back in high school or grade school and wanted nothing to do with me. Now look at her, right? She married this cheater, I mean, see this over and over. But anyway, let's go on to the next clip, shall we? Here we go.
I will never understand these women who sleep with married men or homewreckers who are all like, oh, I didn't make the vows, or I didn't open the door, and really don't take any fault. Yeah, he may have opened the door, but you're still walking around my house and I don't know about it. Would you want someone to walk around your house that you don't know about? And before you say, oh, he's a husband, not a possession. Yeah, that may be true, but I'm still entitled and I deserve consent of knowing who's sitting on my toilet leaving germs or who's rolling around my bed leaving germs. So before you make that argument, think about, would you want that? Would you want some stranger creeping around your house? Because essentially that's what happens. You're touching and leaving God knows what on my man, and then I'm doing things with him, and that could spread to me. So before any of you homewreckers or women who are sleeping around with married men say, oh, it's not my fault. Yeah, it may not be your fault, but women need to treat women better, and we need to empower others. And honestly, I don't want your germs.
Okay, here goes another woman who clearly married the bad boy, right? She clearly married the guy who is not going to be faithful to her, is not going to be honest with her, is going to be lying and cheating and, just philandering off with other women behind her back, even being so bold to bring these women over to his house where she is. I mean, I'm sure she's off at work, but clearly she knows something's going on, right? She jumps in her bed and she's like, hey, how come I smell perfume and this is not my perfume? Or how come there's blonde hair in our sink when both of us are brunettes? Where, who left their makeup or lipstick over here? That's not my lipstick, right? She's discovering that her husband is bringing women to the house. So you have to ask yourself, okay, why are you staying? Because many of these women, again, it goes back to that old theory that we have in the Red Pill community that there are rules for Brad, but not for Chad. Chad gets away with everything under the sun. Whereas Brad, you little beta male, who does everything right, who just works hard and comes home to me and would never dare cheat on me, any little hiccup, you little man, oh, I'm calling you out. Any little slight hiccup that you do, oh my gosh, you're going to get the woman's fury. Right? But for Chad, oh my God, he could cheat, bang other women, bang her friends on their own bed. Totally okay. Totally okay. Just don't leave me, Chad. Just don't leave me. So yeah, I mean, the hypocrisy is insane. And I mean, I feel bad for this woman to a certain degree because she's sitting there and she's putting up with it. Right? I mean, this is the second woman we featured tonight who is putting up with her husband cheating over and over and over again. And it's not because you married a nice guy. It's because you rejected those nice guys. And you married, the bad dude. Because, at the end of the day, that is what keeps these women or makes them feel alive, right? Is being with this guy that they can't control. Being with this guy that is just living, by his own, by doing whatever makes him happy and not even caring about anything of how he hurts her. He's living for himself. He's living hedonistically, right? I mean, unfortunately, women like this just they love it. They like to stick around, and he's going to keep doing it. He's going to keep getting away with it. But you try this, little man. No, Mr. Beta Provider. You try this, Mr. Good Guy, Mr. Bring me flowers every date and show up on time. No. You cannot get away with this behavior, right? She will eat you alive if you try this on her. Yeah, it's too bad. But as always, gentlemen, drop your comments below, and I will see you in the next one. All right, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out here with the Lamborghini. Yes, it's my Lambo. Go to Matt Cross Official, my IG, see the entire process of me purchasing this vehicle. It took about 2 months to close. And the same guy who delivered my DeLorean also delivered my Lamborghini. TJ at Florida Exotic Transport. If you ever need to transport a muscle car, exotic car, he's your man. So, very excited about this vehicle. It's actually a pretty rare find. It's Rossifesto Red, which is one of the rarest colors for Lamborghini. It's a $14,880 option, believe it or not. I was on a hunt for one for over 2 years, just like I was with my DeLorean. Finally found one. It's got super low miles, 11K, not bad. And we're going to be featuring this car a lot more here on the channel for many years to come. This is gorgeous, isn't it? Whew. Oh my gosh, take a look at this. It hasn't dried yet, but I'm still putting this on there. It's my IG tag. But as always, gentlemen, make sure you smash that like button. Smash that like button below. Do it for the Lamborghini and the DeLorean. I still have it, by the way. I'm not selling the DeLorean. I'll probably keep this car for a little bit, but DeLorean is going to stay. So we'll get the DeLorean back on here pretty soon. But enjoy the Lamborghini. And again, smash the like button. Smash that subscribe button as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there into the world and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world now are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making it happen every single week. And I want you to become one of us. I want you to join us. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me in Mastery. So take advantage of it. It's the best way to support my work. If you love what I'm doing here, if you love what I'm teaching you here, and you feel like I've added value to your life, this is the best way to pay me back. Get into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out with the Lambo. Till next time. Whew, so sweet.